squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
What you got?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff running left is Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And Lance now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The give to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Lance going to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run the toss to Mostert. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I'm coming. Black shot. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. In your face. Go deep.
From the gun on third down, Lance. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, check back 16. Check back 16. We ain't giving up nothing to do.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll run with Mostert.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Second down and goal. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their line.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
Touchdown! That's caught. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's looking like the first month of the season is going to be perfect for them. 4-0 now on the horizon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So it's all